Welcome, dear viewers. You're still watching us on ERi-TV, presenting you the domestic and international news prepared for this session live from our headquarters in Asmara. I'm Hermela Girmay, inviting you to join us on our tonight's news broadcast. Let's start with the major headlines. Panel discussion in connection with United Nations Day. Congress of National Union of Eritrean Women, London branch. US announces new Russian sanctions. And Egypt signed Memorandum of Understanding for loan programs worth 4 billion euros. And your detailed domestic news. A panel discussion in connection with United Nations Day 2025 was organized at the National Confederation of Eritrean Workers Hall in Asmara on 22nd October under the theme Self-Reliance, the Eritrean Experience and its Global Relevance. The event was attended by representatives of ministries, national associations, heads and representatives of UN offices as well as members of the diplomatic community. The objective of the panel discussion was to enhance understanding of Eritrea's philosophy of self-reliance in relation to nation building and development, to strengthen linkages between Eritrea's approach and the UN's founding principles of sovereign equality, multilateralism and partnership, and to identify lessons from Eritrea that may inform development pathways in other countries, highlighting the global relevance of self-reliance. Mrs. Nahla Valji, coordinator of UN offices in Eritrea, said that Eritrea's approach to self-reliance offers a valuable lesson on how cooperation can be made more sustainable, equitable, and rooted in national ownership. From its inception, Eritrea has embraced a philosophy of self-reliance not as isolation but as empowerment. Mrs. Nahla further noted that Eritrea's experience provides an important reference point, illustrating how self-reliance and partnership can coexist to deliver lasting results. This is indeed a compelling model for renewed multilateralism and effective cooperation, Mrs. Nahla underlined. At the panel discussion, which was moderated by Mr. Reda Tasfalul, Director of the Office of the Minister of Foreign Affairs, panelists included Mr. Hatem Intalawi, Ambassador of Egypt to Eritrea, Dr. Caroline Mwongera, Country Director of the International Fund for Agricultural Development, and Mrs. Joanna Darmanin, Ambassador of the European Union. It was reported that the development programs in Eritrea, guided by the principle of self-reliance, are registering commendable progresses. The participants called for organizing similar programs, noting that such forums are important in reflecting the true image of Eritrea. Members of the 4 sub-branches of the National Union of Eritrean Women, London branch, conducted their progress on 19th October in London with about 100 members in attendance. Mr. Tolde Johannes, head of the Public and Community Affairs at the Eritrean Embassy in the UK and Ireland, said that the National Union of Eritrean Women has played a leading role in raising awareness among Eritrean women, ensuring equality and participation in practice, and contributing to the successful implementation of organizational and national development programs. Noting that the current strategic objective is to enable Eritreans in the diaspora to preserve their identity and enhance their awareness, maintain their unity and strengthen their attachment to their homeland, contribute their part in nation building and safeguarding national sovereignty, and become successful in education, skills and socio-economic activity, Mr. Tolde called on the Union branch to play its due part toward that end. He also called for a thorough review of activities over the past 2 years and design of a roadmap for the coming 2 years. Mrs. Sanait Haile, head of the Union branch in the United Kingdom, gave a briefing on the activities implemented so far and the future programs of the Union branch. Mr. Ahmed Mohammed, chairman of the Eritrean Committee, and Mr. Hadgur Abamikel, chairman of the PFDJ London branch, delivered messages of solidarity. Similarly, the German branch of the National Union of Eritrean Women held a meeting to review the implementation of activities during the past 6 months and to discuss programs for the next 6 months. At the meeting, Mrs. Lul Tawalde, chairperson of the Union branch, gave an extensive briefing on the objective situation in the homeland in terms of global diplomatic developments. She also urged members to conduct sustained promotional activities aimed at strengthening organizational capacity and expansion, as well as enhancing contributions to the implementation of the Afambo Boarding School project. Residents of Mai'aini subzone are conducting a popular campaign to renovate the dirt road connecting Koatit with Mai'aini. The road had been damaged by flooding, making vehicle movement difficult. The campaign also includes rehabilitation of areas affected by erosion. Participants in the campaign noted that the road is vital for their daily activities and expressed their commitment to actively participate and complete the work on time. Dear viewers, do stay tuned for our international news right after the short break. Welcome back. The US has imposed additional sanctions on Russia, citing its lack of serious commitment to a peace process. The new restrictions target two of Russia's largest oil companies, Rosneft and Lukoil, US Treasury Department said in a statement yesterday. According to media reports earlier yesterday, the European Union has agreed a new sanctions package on Moscow, including a pledge to further reduce imports of gas and oil. The new package will target 4 companies involved in China's oil industry that allegedly circumvent Western restrictions. The list may also include Indian companies. Russia has also accused Kyiv and its Western European backers of refusing to negotiate in good faith and seeking to undermine peace efforts in order to prolong the conflict. European Union's Economic Commissioner and Egypt's Planning Minister signed a memorandum of understanding for a second €4 billion financing, the European Union said yesterday. The financing comprises loans at favorable terms for Egypt, while also underpinning the delivery of a reform program, the European Union said in a statement. The signing took place ahead of the first ever European Union and Egypt summit, focusing on bilateral relations, the situation in the Middle East, Ukraine, trade and migration, during which Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, European Union Commission President Ursula von der Leyen and European Union Council President Antonio Costa met. Dear viewers, we are done with the news prepared for the session, and now it's time for a quick recap of the major headlines. Panel discussion in connection with United Nations Day. Congress of National Union of Eritrean Women, London branch. US announces new Russia sanctions. And Egypt signs memorandum of understanding for loan programs worth €4 billion. Ladies and gentlemen, that was all for tonight. Thank you for having us and have a blessed one.